So how's it going, folks? Welcome back to another video here. I thought I would start this one off since the cocks are going training. With the clocking system we use, Benzing. I thought I would just drop in and basically give people an update. I've seen a couple of things around using the training settings. Basically people maybe unsure how to use it, the dashboard with your phone, etc. So since we're taking the cocks, I thought I would just showcase this for anybody who is unsure what way to use it with when you go training. Yeah. So basically what you're going to do is hump your pigeons, then come back to your clock. Your clock will obviously have your start training, and all you're going to hit is start training, and that's it until you get down to your liberation point, which I'll show you on the phone what you're going to do. So cocks are ready for a bit of a scoot, and I'll see you there. So what you want to do is open the app on your mobile, go down to your trainers and click into that. Once you're in that, basically go to management. You can type in anything you want there, trainer's name, the distance you're flying, but just anything you really want. What you want to do is click more and basically hit my location and alert, and that basically picks up your distance from your loft. You can also adjust your release time. You can do that beforehand or after, whatever suits, and that's it. Then you just watch the velocity go down. As I say, hopefully that wee demonstration will help when you go out training. If there's any questions on it, be sure to just drop them in, and I can try and answer them as best as I can. If not, I can obviously try and find out too. Race 7 for us this week. We are in Mallow eventually. We were supposed to be in Mallow about 2 weeks ago, I think. Just with obviously the weather and Mother Nature and all its wonders, it decides to throw many curveballs in our way with pigeons. It's definitely a frustrating one because we all look at the same weather apps, and to be honest, it's forever changing. So fair play to the weather committee and release committee or liberation team for their great work. Today we're in Mallow, which is, I think it's 208 miles from us down again near Cork. So weather, as you can see, it's not blue skies. There's it looks like it's trying to break through, but you know, looking down the sort of line of flight, you know, there is parts of rain there, but hopefully we'll get a good clean race, and you know, usually when birds get a good start, it definitely helps. We sent the full lot this week, because last week we were limited on the pigeons we could send, so the cocks and all are away this week, so hopefully we'll get a good race and get good returns again, and just see how we go. We've done everything here, morning sort of chores as such. Everything gets pulled out and cleaned, and everything's ready to go for the birds returning. So yeah, hopefully we will get some trapping in, and see how we go. We do have obviously 2 victims in the sort of A&E department. This tip hen, she was hooked a couple of weeks ago. The tail flights were pulled out, and some of her primary flights were pulled out. This one seems to have bumped maybe the top of trees, or maybe hit some wires. She has a bit of a laceration there on her keel, so she's as you can see, not too happy, but yeah, they'll just rest up now, and that'll probably be them for the season. We'll see how we go. Hopefully we get good returns again, and everybody gets a good race, and all the best. Here we go, Dad. Here we go. Coming out the forest. Go. Yeah. Come on, come on. So here we are, the day after. I don't really know what to say in terms of the race. It was just such a strange day racing. I'll just do the normal and put all the results up here. We had a good result in terms of things. We took the first 5 in our club, with the first pigeon being this young checker cock, who was, I think, 8th open yesterday. He's also had prizes this year. I think he was 5th club, 5th open out of Tullymore, just about under 4,000 birds out of that race, and he has a couple of prizes to his card for last year. So he's turned out into a good pigeon. Such a strange day racing, in the aspect of things. It's very much, everybody's looking at the same weather apps, and gauging whether it's right to have a race. Me and Dad sort of looking at the weather, thought that, if we got away sort of early enough, we would obviously get a good chance to bypass the rain, but and the weather sort of condition, but it didn't seem that case on race day. Once Saturday came, you're looking at the weather, and to be honest, I didn't think we would go, but look, them decisions are not in our hands, and there's not much we can do about it. The race itself, we sent 55 pigeons, and we had 45 on that night. So we're currently 10 down. As I say, between sort of this here is actually one of our non-pigeons we had. She's been performing real consistent pigeon for us this year, and as you can see by the photograph, she's had a dig by the hawk, it's just terrible. Obviously, we can look at 1,000,001 excuses over weather, wires, but hawks are definitely up there in the majority of problems with racing pigeon, and since coming into the sport, not only do you want to do well in a sense, but the love and passion you have for your pigeons is next to nothing. And seeing some of the states these pigeons come home, it does rattle the heartstrings a wee bit, and I just don't understand how people can think this is fantastic to watch and see. It's just it's not my cup of tea, yeah, that's my thought on it. I could go into greater detail, but I'm going to choose not to. Yeah, just weather just don't think suited the day for racing, but it is what it is. Hopefully, getting reports around the place about people's losses, and there's people getting birds in, so hopefully we can just hope and watch our traps, and hopefully we get more birds over and back into the loft. But we'll just see what we can do. Well, see what the birds can do in that standpoint. Usually birds go down, get a drink, and that's them for the night, and that morning. But if they're hit with hawks, you just don't know how long they'll sit in trees for. If they do go down because of weather, again, no one knows what our pigeons go through. You can have your own ideas around it, but there's just, I sit on a Saturday and you're waiting for your pigeons, and you get a bit annoyed because of trapping, or you get a bit annoyed because you're slightly late. But at the same standpoint, the credit these birds deserve to go down, whether it be across the channel or down Ireland, to try that hard to get back home, in my book, is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. We just don't give as much credit as we're due to these pigeons. So you know, they definitely, in my case, I do all I can to do the best in terms of looking after and managing the pigeons with obviously the lads' help, you know. So it's not just a fly or die system in our book. You know, your pigeons have to perform, yes, but at the same time, we love spending time with our pigeons. You just have to move on from it now and regroup for the next week. I will say, obviously, congratulations to Colin and Dorothy Smith winning the Open yesterday. As you see from the Open result, they had a good pigeon well out in front, so congratulations to them. Also well done to wee Bill from Belmont. Again, just seems to be clocking our pigeons in the club. He was first and second in his club, and I think he was also fourth and sixth Open. So well done, Bill. Again, it's good to see that the pigeons are outperforming for you. So well done, and we'll move on to next week. The next week starts our channel racing. So our first race is out of Tilbanny's about 197 odd mile, I think, from us, so just under 200 mile. But again, the famous REC is a real tough test for any good pigeon. So we can just try our best now to obviously regroup our pigeons, try and get them a bit of the body built back onto them, and get them sort of in condition again. But as well done to everybody else in the results. You know, it's the best pigeon on the day, and that's what counts. So we'll just move on to next week now, and we will catch you then, guys. So take care, all the best, and see you next week.